while we're at it, I didn't want to. I should have started the show like this, but I wanted to send a major rest in power to hip hop royalty while we talk about different different MCs.
Always talk about Monty's top 10.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Metalface, man. MF Doom. That was another one that was tough. It was hell of a way to rap 2020. 49 years young.
That's super young.
Super young, and then he also to L's initial point when we talking about thug and shit, the morals that man stood on and like represented as far as musical integrity, as far as that went, and the regard he was held in, the reverence, you got to see it, and it's always unfortunate. I think about Nip a lot. Like I would bet my last that Nip didn't know he was loved the way that he was based on the outpouring once he was gone. Same with Doom. I never knew Doom had so many super fans, and of the statuses of some of these people too. The world stopped on New Year's Eve, bro. Like it was crazy. We were sitting in here taping when we found out, and it was just like the energy got sucked out the room. And I was with niggas I'm with every day, and I didn't know all of them fuck with Doom the way that like that. And it's not a knock on them. It's an ode to doing your fucking thing and being you, right? And carving out a space for your voice, and your style, your aesthetic, and that's not just the music, man. This is how you want to give it up. You can do you to the maximum and not be attached to the outward validation or the currency of validation. Just continue to do you, and you can leave a mark on people and never know it. So it was just a reminder. The last few weeks of the year were heavily reflective, and I think Doom's passing, for whatever reason, both Pop and Doom, for me, put it all in the proper perspective of what it means to do you and do you to the maximum and fuck with you. And just really having a fucking passion for what it is that you're creating. As opposed to playing these weird social, political, experimental games that are being had through the confines of algorithms and shit. Like, no one knows what they like. I'm sorry, I'm keep talking in circles and jumping, but no one knows what they like because it isn't attached to like your own individuality or whatever it is your taste is. It's like, nah, niggas is just liking shit so they can be in on the in crowd. And Doom wasn't an in crowd nigga. He wasn't a popular nigga. He wasn't an easy listen as a means to vibe out some of you weirdos that would just be there just because it was cool to be there. And that's what was so dope, and show how many niggas he spawned because he was like that. We wouldn't have an Earl if it wasn't for Doom. We wouldn't have a Tyler if it wasn't for Doom. Like, it's a lot of niggas that just wouldn't exist if he wasn't so true to himself. I appreciate that shit, man. And salute my brother Rex Life Raj. He tweeted the other night. We're having a surge of black excellent art. If you sleep, you sleep. There's so much amazing shit out here. Gee, I ran. I had to send somebody my top 10 for 2020 albums, and I wrote it, I sent it, and then I was like, let me go back and make sure I'm not tripping. I think I've had Spillage Village on for 4 days now. That fucking album is a masterpiece.
Agree with that.
If I ever see any of them, bro, it's like, yo, y'all made, like, top to bottom, a fucking masterpiece. And it don't sound cut and pasted together. It sound like niggas was on the same fucking ship. It was like, let's tell this beautiful ass story. Larry June, fuck. That nigga does not, you know what I'm saying? There's just all these different dimensions of artists that's just doing consistent, excellent shit. And so to be fixated on what niggas don't have, what's not around is fucking backwards. Cause I can't keep up. Like I got a list of shit I gotta get to because I know it's dope and I gotta really go spend time with it and really go fuck with it and really go support it so that it can exist and it can be an ecosystem to sustain some of this shit. That's pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Go fuck with the dope shit.
Nah, that's hard.
That's hard.
That is tough.
But you can click on some shit that's 100% killing your brain cells and killing your frequency, your energy. You much rather sit there and niggas can tell me who funkin'. Niggas can tell me who funkin', why they funkin', where they from. Who shot who? Niggas can tell me all of that. And in the same breath tell me ain't no dope shit out.
They don't want it because they focus on who funkin'.
Come on, man. R.I.P. Doom.
You gotta think about the psyche on that though. Because I think people look for what makes them feel better about themselves.
Absolutely.
Like that's a given. Like the amount of people that will just stay in like the comments of things.
Mm-hmm.
So like we'll just stay in a Facebook chat or in on Twitter talking shit about something. You know what I mean? Like just being in a lot of those conversations. Shit, the rooms that people let her go into on the clubhouse like
tells it all,
bro. There's a shit ton of information that are in the clubhouse rooms, but like you in the one where it's fucking academics and them fighting with each other.
Some of the wealthiest hedge fund people have rooms on Clubhouse. It's not a single one of my partners that's on there that have talked about that. Some of the trading rooms, some of the stock rooms, everybody got on their stock shit, right? That's what I thought. That's what niggas was telling me. But every time I hear about Clubhouse, it's some of the shit that just don't matter. That it couldn't possibly matter. It's just it's so backwards, man. It's so fucking backwards. And trying to understand it, to figure out what it is that people really want for real.
People are their entertainment.